What it is, everybody? It's your boy Richie, the Monster, aka Monster Big Boss. You already know it's Sports Vibes Podcast. Where you know the vibes, man. We back with another episode this week. Full NBA joint we gonna get into. Obviously, you feel me? College football forever changing. New teams, new upsets. You know, if that's what you want to call it. All of that, and then of course the King of Kings, the NFL man. Jump into what was it, week 7? Week 7 we just passed? I think so, week 7 in the NFL. So we jump into all of that, man. So stay tuned, don't go nowhere, you heard? What's good people? Listen, man. First thing we're gonna do is jump into NBA news. As y'all know, the NBA started last Tuesday on the 18th. Whatever, we had 2 games. You feel me? We kicked off the 2022-2023 season with 76ers Celtics. You feel me? And that went about as well as I pretty much, as I had guessed it. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that game specifically, I was like, damn, like, I know this. I feel like the Celtics were gonna take it. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Celtics was just in the finals. They got Malcolm Brogdon. Like, you feel me? Who I thought was low key one of the best moves in the offseason. Like, the Celtics, they look. You know what I'm saying? They look like that deal. Put it like that. I can't even front. But with the 76ers though, a couple players surprised me. I mean, mainly James Harden. Okay, mainly James Harden. James Harden had 35. 35, 7, and 8. James Harden was hooping. Now, granted, he did look a little bit more like Houston James Harden. There was a lot of ISO ball, James scoring one-on-one, a lot of dribbling. Really looked like his play in Houston. But, I mean, I ain't going to say it didn't work. I mean, they lost. The Sixers lost. But, I mean, Harden looked good. You know what I'm saying? He was... I ain't gonna lie, he was getting a favorable whistle. He was getting that 2018 James Harden whistle. He was getting that, and so was Embiid too. Embiid had 26, and then Tyrese Maxey. Honestly, Tyrese Maxey, I think is really gonna be that. What's the word I'm looking for? I think he's gonna be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Tyrese Maxey is gonna be the reason the Sixers trade away Tobias Harris. And, you know, it's nothing against Tobias Harris or any of that, but you can't have a person that's making that much money be the 4th option. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not even the 3rd option anymore. I mean, Tobias Harris, you know, I think he's made like 1 All-Star team his entire career. He got that money from Philly. You feel me? Got a bag, but his play hasn't been up to par, and he been able to kind of skate, you know what I'm saying, kind of skate underneath the radar, because technically he really would be the 3rd option, because obviously you got Embiid first, then Harden, or Harden first, then Embiid, however you want to do that. Then you got Tobias Harris. But now with Maxey really doing his thing, I mean, Maxey had 21. You feel me? Like, listen, Maxey, he not afraid, and I really think, like, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if it's going to be at this year's trade deadline, but if it's not at this year's trade deadline, I think at the end of the year, you know, obviously if Maxey stays healthy, Tobias stays healthy, like, Maxey is going to get elevated to that 3rd bona fide scorer, you feel me? And he's going to be looking for some bread, you know what I mean? And the Sixers ain't going to be able to pay all of them, you feel me? So, I ain't gonna lie, I think Tobias Harris, I think this is his last year in Philly, if he even make it the full year, because you just can't be paying a dude max money and he your 4th option. That's crazy. That's really crazy. But yeah, the 76ers ended up losing, man, 117 to 126. On the flip side, with Boston though, I mean, Tatum and Brown both had 35 on opening night. Now, I mean, I don't know if that was the spirit of Bill Russell, because the Celtics did honor Bill Russell before the game. Did like a huge tribute to Bill Russell, and if you've been watching the games, you see every player in the NBA has that black 6 on their jersey to honor Bill Russell for this season. And again, the tribute was great, and then that just kind of carried over into the game. I mean, the Celtics look like a well-oiled machine. Um, I will say I didn't expect Malcolm Brogdon to come off the bench. He came off the bench in this game. I didn't expect that. I expected him to start. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, I think one of the deadliest lineups in the NBA would be Malcolm Brogdon at the 1, Marcus Smart at the 2. You can vice versa, Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum, but probably Jaylen Brown at the 3, Jason Tatum at the 4, and then once Robert Williams gets healthy from his surgery, you got Robert Williams at the 5, just really anchoring that defense. That's gonna be if Joe Mazzulla puts that lineup on the thing, I'm telling you, the Boston Celtics could really hang with anybody. And then you got, coming off the bench, you got Williams, you got Blake Griffin, you got Al Horford. Who else coming off the bench for them? Think. Now, I would say if Gallinari, because the Celtics did get Gallinari, if Gallinari didn't hurt his knee I think he was playing in the EuroLeague, didn't hurt his knee in the offseason in the EuroLeague, I'm telling you, the Celtics would be even more dangerous. But they dangerous right now. But Tatum and Brown both had 35. You feel me? Like, both had 35. So, and then what did Malcolm Brogdon have? Malcolm Brogdon had 16. He was 16-4. Like, in his first game, like, just showing you that, like, he can score if he needs to. But he's really a facilitator, Malcolm Brogdon is. But the Celtics did take that 126-117, man. So, and don't forget, I picked the Celtics to come out the East. But, you know what I'm saying, after that game, I was like, oof, it might be a little tougher than I thought. Boston and Philly really going to be tough. Then, obviously, the game of the night was the Lakers taking on the Warriors. It was ring night for the Warriors. And the Warriors' rings look crazy. You feel me? It's like mad yellow and white diamonds all on their rings, and you could like open a ring up and see how many Bill O'Brien trophies that each individual player has. I think that's fire. That is fire. But listen, the Warriors did what they were supposed to do. They smacked the Lakers. You feel me? And you know, it's crazy because, as you know, I hate the Lakers. I can't stand the Los Angeles Lakers, but I love LeBron. I love LeBron, so it's bittersweet because I don't want to see LeBron suffer. You feel me? But he played for the Lakers, so my hate for the Lakers trumps my love for LeBron. That's how much of a hater I am. Like, I'm just being real with you. Anybody that know me know hate. You feel me? But I'm looking at the numbers. I mean, Chef Curry had 33. Wiggins chipped in with a cool 20. And Klay Thompson had 18. Jordan Poole had 12. I mean, again, well-oiled machine for the Golden State Warriors. And that punch heard around the world between Draymond and Jordan Poole, it ain't really seemed to affect them. You feel me? Like, Jordan Poole got a couple assists from Draymond. They was really moving the ball well, like, you know what I'm saying? But I can't lie. I can't lie to you. The writing is on the wall. I don't think Draymond Green is going to be a part of this organization next year. I think he's going to make his way to the Lakers to play with LeBron and AD. Because there was a moment in the game where, like, Draymond's on the bench and, like, LeBron is playing, but I think they were shooting free throws or whatever. He, like, called LeBron over and they had, like, a little giggle session or whatever. And, like, some of the guys on the bench, on the Warriors bench, is just looking at Draymond like, dang, bro, like, right now in our face, so blatant. So, yeah, I think the writing's on the wall. I think, you know, the Warriors are ready to move into, or at least start moving into this next phase of the Warriors with Draymond. You know what I'm saying? You know, obviously Draymond has been a super integral part of the Warriors, dynasty, this Warriors dynasty. I mean, because he did so much of the dirty work and really allowed Steph and Clay to really, move free and stuff. I think, obviously without him, I mean, there's gonna be times where they miss him. Of course, that's not, you know, Draymond is a good player. You know what I'm saying? He's a good player. So obviously you're gonna miss that. You're gonna miss some of the things that he does. But I think the Warriors can still be just as dominant without him. It's just gonna look different. Now it's gonna be more, instead of dribble handoffs, you know what I'm saying? Steph is going off the dribble more, or Jordan Poole is going off the dribble more, or Kevon Looney is setting multiple screens for Clay to get open and stuff. They low key kind of do some of that stuff now, but Draymond just really helps facilitate that offense. I think it's just going to be a little bit different, moving forward. But this next, it's like the Kansas City Chiefs without Tyreek Hill. The Kansas City Chiefs are still a good team without Tyreek Hill, but their offense just looks so different because Tyreek Hill is such a dynamic player. It's almost kind of like the same effect with Draymond Green. The Warriors still gonna be the Warriors. They just gonna win games a little bit differently now. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But yeah, the Warriors ended up winning 123 to 109. They smashed the Lakers, and I mean for the Lakers, just LeBron had 31. He led the Lakers with 31. AD chipped in with 27. My thing is just like, man, like AD just like at times just be looking like so dominant, like at times, and I'm like, yo, why you can't be like this all the time? But then I thought about it. He be hurt. Yeah, Anthony Davis be hurt a lot. So that's what I thought about. I mean, Russell Westbrook chipped in with 19, and I'm just tell you right now, the Lakers can't shoot. The Lakers cannot shoot. They went 10 for 40 from the three-point line. Why do they keep shooting threes? I just don't understand. LeBron shot 10 threes. LeBron took the most threes on the team. He shot 10. 10 of them things. Like, went 3 for 10 from the three-point line. I love LeBron, but LeBron, come on now. You know that you're not supposed to be. Come on now. You know you're not supposed to be. You feel me? You're not supposed to be shooting like that. But yeah, the Warriors still have no type of perimeter shooting or anything like that. They really tried to sell Matt Ryan as like Matt Ryan played 18 minutes. You feel me? He's supposed to be the Lakers' Duncan Robinson. Like, you feel me? The only similarity between him and Duncan Robinson is their skin complexion. That's it. Like, yeah, the Lakers in trouble. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know I said the Lakers probably could make the play-in, but the way they playing now, you feel me? And they 0-3. They started off 0-3 because they lost to the Clippers too. Like a couple days later, they lost to the Clippers. When they played the Clippers, I think they played the Clippers. I'm gonna tell you when they played the Clippers. They played the Clippers. Nah, it's back to back. They played the Clippers on. No. I'm tripping. I'm sorry. They played the Clippers on Thursday, I think. Yep, played the Clippers on Thursday. Lost to the Clippers as well. Like, again, the Lakers cannot shoot. I don't know what, like what's the word I'm looking for? I'm flabbergasted, put it like that. I'm flabbergasted at what the Lakers, do. Their roster is terrible. Terrible. Rob Pelinka did a terrible job filling out this roster. No shooters were added. Just a bunch of, like last year, the Lakers' problem, they had a bunch of old guys that couldn't defend. Now they got a bunch of younger players that really don't defend either. And they can't shoot. At all. They cannot shoot. And the one consistent shooter they had from last year, Malik Monk, is gone. So, yeah, the Lakers are just terrible. Lost to the Clippers on Thursday. And then when they played Portland, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Clippers. They played Portland. When the Lakers played Portland. They played them Sunday and lost to the Clippers. Now, let me just say before I even jump in that Lakers Portland game was super winnable for the Lakers. But in the final two possessions, one, LeBron took a terrible step back three, in my opinion. Don't know why LeBron took that shot, why he just didn't drive. Second, Russell Westbrook with the low basketball IQ play. 30 seconds left, you're up one. It's still 18 seconds left on the shot clock, and he puts up a terrible 17-footer. Like, yeah, they want to lose. And Darvin Ham, I don't know what Darvin Ham is going to do. I don't know how they going to fix this, but they got to, Westbrook got to come off the bench, man. And it sucks because I know he don't want to do that, but I know he got a lot of pride. He's a prideful man, but he going to have to come off the bench, or the Lakers going to have to send him home. If Russ don't want to come off the bench, the Lakers got to send him home, because that's the only way to get his team a fighting chance. But with Russell Westbrook, and I'm not trying to blame everything on Russell Westbrook. Everything is not Russell Westbrook's fault. But he's playing a major role because it just seems to me that he's not buying into what the Lakers really want to do. The Lakers are a terrible perimeter shooting team, terrible three-point shooting team, and they play no defense. They play no defense. I mean, their only defender essentially is AD. And if AD block a shot too hard, he's going to get hurt. I'm sorry to say that, but it's the truth. You know, y'all Lakers fans know what it is. If AD jump too high, he'll get hurt. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the Lakers are gonna do, but they gotta get it together because they own 3 right now, which is music to my ears. But oh my goodness, the Lakers. I just want to say my Pistons. We beat the Magic on opening night, but we lost. We lost to the Wizards too last night. I was watching the game. I'm so upset. Don't talk to me. That it hurts me. It hurts my soul that we lost to the Lakers. Like, I mean, not the Lakers, the Wizards. Wow, the Wizards are 3-1. Actually, believe it or not. But yep, here my Pistons are bottom of the Eastern Conference again. We're 1-3, but we're ahead of these bums right here. The Orlando Magic, who arguably the worst team in the NBA. They tied with the Kings and the Lakers. Those are the only teams that ain't won a game all season. That's crazy. That is funny. And Portland is 4-0. Oof. Okay, Portland, I see you. Milwaukee 2-0. Those are the only undefeated teams left in the NBA. All right. I see you. But anyways, man, that's it for all our basketball news. You know what I'm saying? We'll get into some more basketball, next week. Now we got to jump into college football. So just finished week 8 of the college football season. We kind of in the home stretch now. You know what I'm saying? We in the home stretch of games for college football. You feel me? Got about, 3 weeks left in the regular season? No, excuse me. I'm tripping. About week 15. When did? Okay, so it was 14. About 14 weeks left in it. Okay. All right. Anyways, but just finished up week 8 in the college football season. We halfway there. We just hit over the halfway mark. You feel me? And it's college football. Definitely, the rankings ain't looking like what I thought they was gonna look like. But we're gonna run through some of these games, man. Nothing too crazy. You feel me? Ohio State smacked Iowa 54-10. Ohio State, they number 2 in the country. Number 3, Tennessee smacked UT Martin 65-24. Clemson and Syracuse had a close game in the ACC. They was both undefeated, but Clemson got the win 27-21 over Syracuse. Alabama, they smashed Mississippi State 30-6. Upset of the week right here. LSU over Ole Miss. Ole Miss number seventh in the nation. You feel me? Lost to LSU 45-20. LSU and I'm so mad because I should have put money on that game. My boy, he from Mississippi, wanted to bet me too, and I have no faith in LSU. I should have bet him. I should have bet him. I should have. Number 8 took on number 17. Number 8 TCU took on Kansas State. Number 17 Kansas State. They beat them 38-28. Oregon smashed UCLA 45-30. That was good. That was a pretty good game. I won't lie. Out there in the Pac-12, I thought UCLA could go undefeated. No sir. No they could not. Number 20 lost to Oklahoma State. Number 11 Oklahoma State 41-34. Wake Forest beat Boston College 43-15. Penn State smashed Minnesota 45-17. Close one with number 21 Cincinnati. They barely beat SMU 29-27. And then number 25 Tulane, crazy Tulane, smashed not smashed them, but beat Memphis 38-28. So that's your top 25 for college football. Again, that thing too crazy. I mean, again, this upcoming week though, we got some games this upcoming week. You feel me? NC State kicks it off tomorrow with they play Virginia Tech. You know, and number 14 Utah plays Washington State. Number 2 Ohio State is taking on number 13 Penn State. That's gonna be a good game. I think Ohio State's still gonna take that one. Ohio State arguably the best team in the nation, low key. Like number 7 TCU takes on West Virginia. Number 16 Syracuse takes on Notre Dame. Florida Georgia game. Number 1 ranked Georgia taking on Florida. I can't wait. Oh, and they playing in Jacksonville. Oh, I could probably go to that game. I might go to that game. That Georgia-Florida game, I might go to that one. Number 8 Oregon taking on Cal. Number 9 Oklahoma State taking on number 22 Kansas State. Number 10, Wake Forest is taking on Louisville. Number 17, Illinois battles Nebraska. Number 20, Cincinnati takes on UCF. That's going to be a good game. I might have to. I want to go to that game too. I want to go to that game. Number 25, South Carolina. Wow. The South Carolina Gamecocks. They 5-2. They ranked 25th in the nation. Wow. All that mess I be talking about South Carolina every year. They battle Missouri. Number 3, Tennessee takes on Kentucky. Telling you this is gonna be listen, Tennessee, do not sleep on Kentucky. You know, do not sleep on Kentucky. You gonna mess around and lose. Number 10, USC is taking on Arizona. Number 4, Michigan takes on Michigan State. Little Michigan rivalry game. Number 15, Ole Miss is taking on Texas A&M. Number 21, North Carolina takes on Pittsburgh. And number 12, UCLA battles Stanford. So, a nice little slate of games for this upcoming week, man. But yeah, I gotta look into either going to that UCF Cincinnati game or that Florida Georgia game. I really want to go to that Florida Georgia game, to tell you the truth. Like, no kids, no cap. All right, let's jump into the NFL. So, last Thursday was a Thursday night game against the Saints and the Cardinals. High scoring game. The Cardinals beat the Saints 42-34. Like, I kept looking down because I was doing some homework. I had a project to do, and I kept looking down at my phone, like just following it on my phone, and the score just kept going up, just kept changing. I was like, what is going on? So I had to go back and watch, like, really watch the game, like, for real. But Andy Dalton just, like, okay, 30 of 47 for Andy Dalton, 361 yards. 4 touchdowns, right? But 3 picks. And 2 of those picks was pick sixes. Like, he had, like, back-to-back pick sixes, like, in a matter of minutes. And I'm like, oh, my goodness. Like, I know if I was on that Saints sideline, he would have had to run me my fade. He'd have had to shoot the fair one, because how? Taysom Hill threw 2 passes. He was 2 of 2 for 48 yards, no picks, no TDs. Like Andy Dalton, just I don't even know what to say. Like I don't even know what to say about Andy Dalton. Like he's just a bad quarterback. Like I hate to talk bad about the man, but he's just not a good quarterback. The Saints, if they had a quarterback, oh man, if they had a quarterback, they would be tough. But Andy don't. Oh man. But Kyler Murray for the Cardinals was 20 and 29 for 204 yards. He had 1 touchdown and no interceptions. But I mean, when the defense is working for you like that, I mean, you feel me? Like, what else is there to do? You know, I said the defense for Arizona got 2 pick sixes, 2 of them things. You feel me? Like it's just and and there's this funny little video of like Andy Dalton after he threw the pick, he like walking off the field like looking so defeated, and Buddy, I think it was Buda Baker. I think it's Buda Baker is like diving into the end zone, and you can see him in the background, just hilarious. You feel me? Hilarious. Matter of fact, I'll find that video. I'm gonna put it in here.
Against the Cardinals, and both have been huge. One stopped a long drive, and this one results.
But funny. But yeah, again, high scoring game. I mean, the Cardinals they moved to 3-4. The Saints fall to 2-5. I mean, both teams right now just ain't doing too hot. And you know, Arizona they got less of a less of a margin for error. You feel me? Because they division tough. San Fran, the Rams, and now the Seahawks looking like like the old school Seahawks. You feel me? Like that's crazy. But the Saints, I mean, you really only got to worry about the Bucs. That's it. And the Bucs ain't even doing too hot right now. Imagine if the Saints really had a quarterback. The Saints really could be atop of that division right now, but they don't. And it's just, oh, man, I feel, you know what I'm saying? I feel for them Saints fans. But, yeah, Cardinals, they took it 42-34. Next game, Bengals and the Falcons. I mean, not really much to talk about. Not really much to talk about. The Falcons, terrible. Bengals, that team. You feel me? Joe Burrow. First off, let me look at Joe Shiesty's stats. Hold on. Joe Shiesty was 38 of 42 for 481 yards. I repeat, 481 yards, 3 touchdowns. I mean, Cincinnati, it's finally rolling. You know what I'm saying? They stumbled a little bit in the beginning of the season. You feel me? They stumbled a little bit, but now they really starting to find their footing, and it's going to be a battle for that AFC North between them and the Ravens. The Bengals are tough, man. The Bengals tough, and I think they get them whatever alternate white Bengal jerseys they have. Probably some of the hardest jerseys in the league. So, shouts out to the Bengals, man. Bengals got that one. Cowboys, Lions. I hate the Dallas Cowboys. But this was Dak's return. This was Dak's first game. He missed the last 5 weeks with that thumb injury. Cowboys went 4-1 in that span. So the big story of this game was really the Colts and how Matt Ryan about to sit down for the rest of the season. You know what I'm saying? I think he had a shoulder separation, and Frank Wright said, yeah, you done for the season, my boy. Sam Ellinger will come in his place and will start for the rest of the season. So I don't know if that's a good thing for the Colts or if that's a bad thing. I mean, they 3-1 right now. They probably second in the division because we third. Yeah, they second in the division behind Tennessee. You feel me? So I mean, it's still winnable for them. Sam Ellinger don't really know much about bro, but yeah, Matt Ryan I think he should have hung it up. He looked old, in my opinion. Like he low-key looked like Peyton Manning that last year in Denver. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yeah, he should have hung it up. Yeah, Matt Ryan just looked old. He should have hung it up. He shouldn't have came. He shouldn't have played with the Colts this year. You know, I understand it, but you know it is what it is. As far as Tennessee, man, they looking straight. You know, they playing arguably one of the easiest divisions in the NFL, and I know we in their division, but they 4-2 right now. They sitting straight. Ryan Tannehill was 13 of 20 for 132 yards, no picks, no TDs. I mean, you don't really got to do much when Derrick Henry carried the ball 30 times for 128 yards. You feel me? Like, you really ain't have to do much. You know, shouts out to that Tennessee defense. But yeah, Tennessee they took that one 19-10 over the Colts in that divisional matchup. In that divisional matchup. Now, gosh, I don't even want to talk about these next two games. Two, in my opinion, upsets. But with the Packers and so Packers played the Commanders, and the Packers lost to the Commanders 23-21. I couldn't believe it when I seen it. Like the bro, the Packers are 3-4. They still second. No, excuse me. I'm lying to you. I think they might be third in the division because who just won? I think the Bears. Oh my goodness, yo, the Packers might mess around. The Packers might mess around and miss the playoffs for real, for real. But hold on, let me look. Aaron Rodgers, 23 of 35, 194 yards, 2 TDs, no picks. Like, not a really good game for Aaron Rodgers. Like, we know what Aaron Rodgers can do, 194 yards. And then Taylor Heineke on the other side, because Taylor Heineke got the start because Carson Wentz hurt. 20 of 33 for 201 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Like, but I can't lie, the Commanders, the Washington football team, they really rally behind Taylor Heineke. I don't know what it is, but them boys just like playing for him. You know what I'm saying? They really do. And I just like, God, to the Commanders, listen, the Packers, I ain't gonna lie, I know usually the it's like RELAX, relax, but nah, it's time to panic for real. I said it last week. It's time to panic for real. I'm looking at the NFC North. Okay, nah, the Packers are still okay. The Packers still in second place, but they 2 games back behind the Minnesota Vikings. Like, whew, Minnesota 5-1, Green Bay 3-4. Oh my goodness, bro. The Packers might miss the playoffs, like for real, because the way the NFC is shaping up, it might be 3 teams to make it out of the NFC East, so that only leave 1 wild card slot left. And if Minnesota win the division, that means Green Bay got to be the wild card. But now you got to battle with either the Rams, the Seahawks now for some reason, even the Cardinals. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the Saints get it together, and they battling for it, because I think I did pick the Saints to make the playoffs. But yeah, I can't believe Green Bay really looking like they looking as sorry as they is, and I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't know if it's the receivers. I might have overrated that defense a little bit. Like, you feel me? The Packers just not in a good spot, and now they go to Buffalo. Good luck. Buffalo about to put 50 on them, boys. Buffalo is about to put 50 on Green Bay. You feel me? Oh man, I feel for my dog. I really feel for my dog Aaron Rodgers, man. But the Panthers, listen to what I'm saying. The Carolina Panthers upset the Buccaneers 21-3. How the Bucs ain't scoring out 1 touchdown on the Panthers? Now, granted, I'm talking about wide open, because the corner for Carolina had fell down, and Mike Evans was literally by himself. He could have crawled into the end zone. That's how open he was, and he dropped it, man. I know he was upset about that. But Brady was. Hold on, let me look at Brady's numbers. Brady was 32 of 49. God, they threw the ball 49 times, 290 yards, no picks, no TDs. Like, what from Brady? You feel me? Like, they just couldn't get anything going on offense, and their run game is just like, it's just terrible. Like, the Bucs cannot run the football at all. I don't know what it is. I mean, PJ Walker for the Carolina Panthers, like, this is like what, his second, third start ever in his career. 16 to 22 for 177 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Like the Panthers, the Panthers look like how the Bucs should have looked. You feel me? Like after they traded Robbie Anderson and traded C-Mac, like the Panthers really try and get the number one overall pick. You feel me? Like I don't. Whew, let me see. Dante Foreman at 15 carries, 118 yards for the Panthers. They was really moving the ball on the ground, like for real, for real. And Chuba Hubbard had his 1 touchdown, 9 carries, 63 yards for him. Like, listen, Carolina without Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield, I think that's the only way they can win games. Do not play Baker Mayfield. Do not play Sam Darnold. Two trash quarterbacks. Hey, I'm going forward with P.J. Walker. I mean, you already fired Matt Rule. What's the worst that can happen? You get the number one overall pick. So that means y'all gonna get C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young. Oof, that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy. But we'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, the Bucs. It's just. I mean, the Bucs are still in first place in a division. You feel me? So it's like it's not even really, you know. I don't want to say it's time for them to panic. You feel me? But they just not looking like the Bucs. Tom Brady not looking like Tom Brady. You feel me? At all, at all. Yeah, they still first place in it, but they tied. They tied with Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta and the Bucs, they both 3-4. So listen, that NFC South might be up for grabs. Might be up for grabs. And, you know, and don't count the Panthers or New Orleans out. I mean, they only a couple games. They only 1.5 games back. So listen, it's still wide open in the NFC South. It really is, man. It really is. But Tampa gotta get it together. I don't know what Tampa doing. Tampa gotta get it together. You feel me? But yeah, next game, the Ravens and the Browns, close divisional matchup. You know, this one kind of came down to the wire. Um, Let me look at Lamar's numbers. Lamar was, gosh, 9 of 16. Don't do the ball 16 times for 120 yards, no picks, no TDs. And then, Gus Edwards had 16 carries for 66 yards. He's seen the end zone twice. Gus Edwards ran it in, and then Jacoby Brissett, who's not really a good quarterback in my opinion, but 22 of 27 for 258 yards, no picks, no TDs. Nick Chubb had a touchdown had a rushing touchdown, 16 carries, 91 yards. Like, you know, listen, Nick Chubb, that guy, and it's crazy because like the Browns, low key, they still could be, you know what I'm saying, by the time, because I mean it's week 8, you got 3 more games. Even if you lose, you 2-8, you feel me? You could still make, you know what I'm saying, you could still make something shake. But the Browns definitely got to win. And let me see who they got up next. They got the Bengals and the Dolphins next. Then the Bills. Yep, never mind. Nope. They not yeah. The Browns about to be 2-8 when Deshaun Watson come back. But Baltimore, they 4-3 right now. You feel me? They sitting pretty with Cincinnati atop of the AFC North. So, you know, Baltimore's in a good spot, which again, Baltimore is making me out to be a liar because I did not have them making the playoffs. But I should stop reminding y'all because then how y'all gonna forget if I keep reminding y'all? You feel me? Now, the team that I have to talk about that I don't want to talk about, the team that has been impressing me all season, and then against the team that's been depressing me all season as well. But the New York Jets, man. The New York Jets are 5-2, and they beat the Broncos. You feel me? They beat the Broncos. They beat the Broncos 16-9. The Broncos are terrible. The Broncos are terrible. But Zach Wilson for the Jets was 16-26, 121 yards, no picks, no TDs. It didn't matter because the Jets. Now it's a little bit of sad news, you feel me? Because Brees Hall, the standout, the rookie running back for the Jets, He suffered a knee injury, ACL, so he's done for the rest of the season. It sucks because like he really was on his way to get offensive rookie of the year, in my opinion. I mean, he was playing that well. The Jets, they did trade though for James Robinson from the Jags. They gave us a conditional 6th round pick that could be upgraded to a 5th round pick if James Robinson rushed for 600 yards. You feel me? So, I mean, that's not a bad little tandem. You know, they got Michael Carter and they gonna have James Robinson. Nice little 1-2 punch. So, I mean, I think the Jets are still sitting decent. You know what I'm saying? They really riding that defense and they in that run game. You feel me? So, listen. That's all they need to do. Zach Wilson ain't turning the ball over. He not putting the ball in harm's way. I mean, that's really all you want. In all honesty, I mean, I know when you draft somebody number 2 overall, you really want them to be a franchise quarterback, but I just don't think that's where he is right now. You feel me? Like that's not what he got to do in order for the in order for the Jets to win. You feel me? Like that's not what he got to do. Right? So, but yeah, and then the Broncos the Broncos are just, oh my goodness, I can't even. Well, so you know what I'm saying. Russell Wilson didn't play because of the injury, but how do I say this man's name? Brett Ripon, okay. Brett Ripon made the start for the Broncos. You feel me? He was 24-46 for 225 yards, no touchdowns and a pick. And listen, the Broncos, they really got a good defense. They really do. Their defense is elite, but it's just their offense is just killing them. And I know Russell Wilson didn't play, but I think Russell Wilson said he's gonna be ready to play against the Jags in London. We playing out in London next week. I would go to the game, but I should go to the game, shouldn't I? I should. I might go to the game. You feel me? But it's gonna be man. But I also, it's too much sports. See, I need to be a millionaire already. You feel me? So that I could, because I'll just fly to Jacksonville or go to the Florida Georgia game, then hop on a flight from Jacksonville, go over to London, and then be back in time for me to go to class on Tuesday. You feel me? I think it's more than enough time. But yeah, the Broncos just, man, I can't even. Oh my goodness! And I had high hopes for the Broncos. I said the Broncos and the Raiders was gonna make the playoffs. I said that out my mouth. Wow, wow! Look at me, looking dumb, saying the craziest things. That's wild. That is wild. All right, man. But yeah, again, Jets took that one 16-9 over the Broncos. Texans, Raiders smashed the Texans 38-20. I mean, again, no need to even get into this game. The Texans are trash. One of the worst teams in the league. Like I said that they was going to be. And then the Raiders, record-wise, are one of the worst teams in the league. But they still can turn it around. They got that type of firepower, you feel me? Let me just look up some numbers for our Raiders Texans game. You feel me? Derek Carr, 21-27, 241 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. That was good. Josh Jacobs had him a day. 20 carries, 143 yards with 3 touchdowns. Oh my goodness. Devontae had 8 receptions for 95 yards. Mac Hollins, though, had the 1 touchdown, 2 receptions, 44 yards, and a touchdown for Mac Hollins. So, yeah, the Raiders beat the Texans. Thank goodness. You feel me? Texans are trash. Now, this game, the Seahawks-Chargers. The Seahawks smash the Chargers. Okay? Smashed them. And Geno Smith, listen, every week, man, Geno Smith is making me out to be a liar. I had the Seahawks as one of the worst teams in the NFL. They are leading their division. Their NFC West, probably arguably the hardest division in football. They leading that division. Oh my goodness, I don't know what's going on in football anymore. But Geno Smith was 20 and 27, 210 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Like, Geno, what's Geno doing? And then Kenneth Walker the third, I really like him. I really like that running back. 23 carries, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Like, my man was hooping. He was really and truly balling. He was balling for real, for real. And with Justin Herbert, he threw the ball 51 times, Justin Herbert. 33 of 51, 293, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Like, I don't know what's up with the Chargers. Like, Austin Eckler, 9 carries, 31 yards and a touchdown. Like, they had, they were scoring, but they defense really let up. And, sorry to hear about J.C. Jackson. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just came to the Chargers. He got the bag. He just coming off that injury, and then now it's his knee. He done for the season. Like, J.C. Jackson done for the season. Oh, man. The Chargers, I don't know. I mean, they still 4-3, but they still behind Kansas City in that division. And the AFC is just so tough. You know what I'm saying? With all these teams, like, not out of nowhere, but, like, with the Jets and the Dolphins. Oh, man, it's going to be tough in the AFC. The playoffs are going to be crazy in the AFC, for real, for real. Yeah, man, the Chargers fall to 4-3. The Seahawks is 4-3 as well, leading the NFC. I can't, man. I can't. Oh, and also DK Metcalf had left the game with a knee injury, so hopefully it's not a season-ending injury for DK Metcalf. Hopefully he'll still be good. This game that I was watching, Chiefs 49ers. The Chiefs blew the 49ers out 44-23. I mean, the Chiefs just look like a well-oiled machine. No kizzy. Like, Patrick Mahomes was 25 of 34, 423 yards, 3 touchdowns. He had a pick as well. But, oh my, they just kept scoring. Mecole Hardman had 2 rushing touchdowns. Clyde Edwards-Helaire had a rushing touchdown as well. Like, whew. Listen, the Chiefs look like the Chiefs. And then, the 49ers just traded for Christian McCaffrey. But Jimmy G was 25 for 37, 303 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. C-Mac, 8 carries for 38 yards. Really didn't have much of an effect on the ground. But you could see, when Shanahan really dials it up, like, really get all of these boys on the same page, the 49ers still gonna be scary. They 3-4 right now. You feel me? They behind Seattle for that division, tied with the Rams. And I think the Cardinals, Rams, and the 49ers all 3-4 if I'm not mistaken. So, but yeah, the Chiefs again looking like the class of the AFC, even though I would kind of get that distinction of Buffalo. But the Chiefs, they 5-2. They looking like they don't miss Tyreek at all. That's what they looking like. But they smashed the 49ers 44-23, man. Smashed them. Just smashed them. Next we go to Sunday night game. Steelers, Dolphins. I don't know why this was the Sunday night game. But Tua was back from his concussion, you feel me, situation and stuff. And he looked, you know what I'm saying? He looked good. Like, he was running. You feel me? He was running in between tackles, like, and stuff like that. I really ain't want to see that because I don't want to see him get hurt. But yeah, listen, he was putting his head down, trying to get some tough yards. But through the air, he's 21 of 35 for 261 yards and a touchdown. No picks for Tua. I mean, Tua looked like Tua. Yeah, the Dolphins look like a real team when Tua is under center. You feel me? So I really like that for them. They 4-3. They right behind the Bills in that division, tied with the Jets. I think the Jets is 4-2, right? Are they 4? Yeah, I think the Jets is 4-2 or 5-2. Excuse me. So yeah, so the Jets is behind the Bills. You feel me? And then it's the Dolphins. So that division is still up for grabs. And then you feel me, like that the AFC East. Whew, listen, it's gonna be a dogfight. It really is. But the Steelers, not much to talk about the Steelers. Steelers not really a good team, and I think this is the first year where Mike Tomlin is really in jeopardy of having a losing season. I think this is going to be his first losing season because I just don't see the Steelers. Like, the Steelers, the quarterback situation, just like, I like Kenny Pickett, but he's a rookie. Like, it's really hard for him to, you feel me? Like, Kenny Pickett was 32 or 44 for 257 yards, one touchdown, three picks. Like, them interceptions, man, them turnovers really, you know, they kind of shooting the Steelers in the foot. But you kind of have to let your rookies go through that, go through those growing pains. I mean, Peyton Manning led the league in interceptions his rookie year. I'm not saying Pickett is Peyton Manning, but you're going to have to let them, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have to let them work it out, essentially. So, but yeah, Dolphins ended up taking that one 16-10 over the Steelers. Now, Monday night game, the New England Patriots, Zappy, Zappy and the boys taking on Justin Fields and the Bears. And this one, listen, the Bears impressed me. The Bears impressed me, man. They was really moving the rock. Justin Fields was really utilizing his legs. I mean, Justin Fields had 14 carries for 82 yards and a touchdown. And then through the air, he was 13 of 21 for 179 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Like, I mean, Justin Fields played an okay game. You feel me? If he can play like that, and the Bears' defense, I think, is underrated. I think the Bears got a better than expected defense. I think they have like a top 12-ish defense. You feel me? And you can win with that. You know what I'm saying? As long as the offense is doing what they supposed to do. But on the flip side, I mean, so Zappy, had won these last couple weeks, and Bill Belichick still started Mac Jones over Zappy, and Mac Jones threw a pick. He was 3 of 6 for 13 yards, and he threw a pick, and he got immediately yanked. Now after the game, Bill Belichick was asked, like, was it the interception that that made you decide to sit him down or whatever? He was like, nah, both quarterbacks were gonna play. That's just when I decided to pull him. I don't believe that. You feel me? That sounds like BS in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But Zappy immediately came in and threw a touchdown to Jacoby Myers. Like, he was 14 of 22 for 185 yards, but he only had that one touchdown. But he had two picks, like two bad picks too. Like, you feel me? So the Patriots 3-4. They at the bottom right now of the AFC East. They at the bottom. It's not looking good. I don't think they're gonna make. I didn't have them making the playoffs anyway. But then the Bears are 3-4 as well. Tied with the Packers for second in that division. Well, technically they're third because the Packers beat them head to head. So, but yeah, I mean, Bears smashed the Patriots 33-14. It didn't look good for the Pats, man. The Pats is in trouble. They really in trouble because, I'm thinking the offense just looked better with Zappy, but then when he comes in and throw those two picks, it's like, damn. Like, you feel me? So, All right, so those was your scores for Week 7. Week 8, the matchups we got Thursday night. It's going to be a good one. Ravens and the Bucs. Where they playing at? Oh, they playing in Tampa? I might pull up today. Let me see how much the tickets is for that game. I'm gonna peep that one out. Then on Sunday, my Jags taking on the Broncos in London. That game, early start time game. That's gonna be 9:30 in the morning. Panthers Falcons, divisional matchup. Oh, who I got winning? I got the Ravens beating the Bucs, man, because the Bucs, they kind of going through something right now. So, and the Ravens, they hot. They hot off the pressure. So, Broncos Jags, I got the Jags beating the Broncos. Especially if Russell Wilson don't play. He said he's gonna play, but if he don't play, I think we got that one. Panthers and the Falcons. You feel me? I got the Falcons in that one. I mean, the Falcons they playing at home. I got to give them a little bit more credit than I have, in all honesty. But the Falcons, they're okay. They're better than the Panthers, so that's why I got them. Bears, Cowboys. The Cowboys are going to smash the Bears. The Cowboys' defense is just too... It's too much for the Bears to handle, in my opinion. I think Justin Fields going to be running all over the place. Going to get sacked a couple times, so that's what it is. Dolphins, Lions. Dolphins going to beat the Lions. The Dolphins are just a better team. The Lions, they reverting back to the Lions pretty much. Cardinals, Vikings. I got the Vikings in this one. They at home. They coming off a bye week. They sitting high atop of the NFC North. So I got the Falcons. I mean, excuse me. I got the Vikings beating the Cardinals. Raiders, Saints. Both got 2 wins on the season. Saints playing at home, but I do like the Raiders. That that Marshawn Lattimore, Devontae Adams matchup will be good. I'm gonna give it to the Raiders just because I just don't believe in Andy Dalton and Taysom Hill as a quarterback tandem. I'm sorry. So I got the Raiders beating the Saints. Uh, Patriots, Jets. I got the Jets, man. They at home. They feeling good. I know, the Patriots is usually, you know, they they uh they usually be spanking the Jets, but not this year. The Jets, I think the Jets gonna be good, man. Rely on their running game, play great defense. I think they gonna be good. Steelers, Eagles. No, but the Eagles got this one, man. They playing in Philly. The Eagles, the Steelers coming in. Philly, they hungry. They still the only undefeated team left in the NFL. They really want it, for real, for real. I think the Eagles got this one. Titans, Texans. I'm going with the Titans, even though they on the road. The Texans, again, are not good. I know it's a divisional matchup, so it could be interesting, but I got the Titans in that one, man. Commanders, Colts. Uh, Carson Wentz, old team, playing in Indy. I'm going to go with Indy in this one. And don't really believe in the Commanders like that. I love Taylor Heineke, but I just, you feel me, like the Colts, I think they're going to rally. You feel me? Jonathan Taylor is back, had 90, Jonathan Taylor, getting his legs back under him and stuff. I think, he has a big day against the Commanders. 49ers, Rams, this one should be good. Niners really coming off that embarrassing loss against the Chiefs. Rams had a bye. Where they playing at? They playing SoFi. I'm gonna go with the Niners though. You know what I'm saying? The Rams still ain't really got it together yet enough for me. You feel me? So I got the Niners in that one. Giants, Seahawks. Ooh, this should be a good one. Playing in Seattle. I'm gonna go with the G-Men, man. I've been betting against them. You feel me? Like these last couple weeks, but the Giants, I watched them in person, making me a believer, man. Daniel Jones is not looking like good regular old Danny Dimes. He playing a little bit better. So I'm gonna go with the Giants, man. Giants, they beat the Seahawks. You feel me? Packers, Bills gonna destroy the Packers Sunday night. Destroy them. Then the Monday night game, Bengals, Browns. I got the Bengals, man. Just again, Jacoby Brissett, Joe Shiesty. No question. You feel me? No question. But that's all that we got for this week, man. Again, make sure you are following me on all social media platforms. That's Sports Vibes Podcast on YouTube, Sports Vibes Pod on Twitter, Sports Vibes Podcast on Instagram. Man, just again, thank you so much for all the support, all the love, just watching every week and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, just stay tuned, man. Once I graduate and I change up the landscape a little bit, it's gonna be tough. But you know what I'm saying, again, man, thank you so much for rocking with me. It's me, Richie Moss, aka Monster Big Boss. This is Sports Vibes Podcast for you. You know the vibes, man. I'm gonna catch you next week, man. Peace.